Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to make a cordon bleu, the very controversial cordon bleu. So this is just very easy because it's just easy to purchase stuff that we need. So I'll tell you what we need. First, we have the chicken. So ano lang siya, chicken meat. And we have, of course, the salt, the pepper, and we have the butter na later i-melt natin. So it's easier to spread. And we have the eggs, 2 eggs for me. And we also have the breadcrumbs. And we have the ham. We have the cheese. What we want are those sheets of cheese para madali siya later for wrapping. And we have the all-purpose flour. And lastly, we need the plastic wrap for later. So far, this is all we need to make a cordon bleu. Okay? Okay, so first is we have our chicken. So before we start making our cordon bleu, what I do is like I take off the skin because I don't really need it because I think it's not healthy to have the chicken skin, and it's not a very good very good part for the cordon bleu. So take out the skin first, okay? So we take out all the skin. So it's better to use the chicken where it's all just meat, okay? No bones. So it's easier for you to make your cordon. Okay. Okay, so we're done taking the skin. So we have now just the meat. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make it thinner since medyo makapal siya. It will be very difficult to wrap the ingredients inside. So we're going to make it thinner. So we're going to slice it in a way that it would be thinner and spread out. Okay, spread out lang natin. Okay. So we slice them in a way na maging siya, thinner. Okay. So others pound it para mas flat. I'll try to do it later with usually I would just use a jar and just roll it because I don't have a roller to make it flat. So just cut it so that it spreads, hindi siya makapal. Kasi when you fold it, mahirap siya, and you cannot easily put your cheese and your ham inside. Okay, so this is the best that I can do. I will use later a jar to roll on top of it para maging more thinner and flat. Okay, so this is our chicken where we're going to wrap our ham and cheese later. Okay, so that's it for our second step. So we'll do the same with the rest of the chicken. Okay, so after spreading, like making the slices of chicken thinner or more flat, I will roll something on it. So, ito lang yung gagamitin ko because I don't have a roller. So, bawal judgmental. So, I cleaned it already so that I could like roll it over the chicken so it will be more flatter. Okay? So, careful lang kasi sometimes, the more you roll, sometimes napupunit yung chicken skin, chicken meat. Okay? So, this is more of a DIY for me. Okay, so, but if you have a roller or a pounder, then mas okay siya. So, basically, this is what I do to flatten the chicken. Okay, kasi the flatter it is, the better. So, I would just roll it and pound it. Okay, so yun po, that's what we do. DIY. Ano yan? Wais. Okay. Make sure you clean the bottle before you roll it. Okay. So I will do the same with the rest of the chicken that I have. Okay, so after natin we flatten all the chicken. So I have here, oh sorry for that. So meron tayong ditong butter. I already melted it sa microwave so that it would be easier to spread on your chicken just for seasoning or taste, okay? So we have here yung chicken na pinound natin with our improvised roller or pounder, I don't know what you call it. So lagyan lang natin ng butter, so we just spread the butter so that masarap yung loob niya. Okay, we spread it all over the one that just inside where you're going to put your ham and your cheese, para when you cook it, then it will have more flavor. Okay, so ayan na siya. So we spread the butter already, and then we put butter. Okay, so again, not butter. We put the pepper. It depends on how much you want. So depende lang on your own how much you want to put. Then we put the salt. Depende din on how much you want. No specific measurement for it. So, ayan. It may look a lot, but hindi because I have just a small hole open. Ayan. So, after that, after we put the butter, we put the pepper, we put the salt, you can add more flavor or spices that you want, okay? So, this is not like standard thing. So, we have the ham. We put the ham in the middle, and we have this cheese sheets that we're going to put inside. So I think much better kung ilalagay natin ang cheese sa baba ng ham, because this would most likely melt when we cook. So, sorry. Ay, ano na siya. Okay. So we have this cheese. So we're going to put it, napunit na siya. We can put it under the ham kasi it will melt when we cook it later. Okay? So basically yun lang. You have the chicken, you have the butter, you have the cheese, you have the pepper, you have the cheese. What did I say? Pepper, salt, cheese, and we have the ham. Okay, so after you have that already on top, you're just going to you can also add more butter on top para mas malasa siya. Okay, but this is like just optional, whatever you want. Okay, I'm just giving you the basics, so it's up for you to improvise things. Okay, so we're going to wrap it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to roll it. Okay, so medyo struggle sa akin yung rolling because lumalabas yung cheese kasi hindi ko siya, there are some na-rip na part ng chicken. Okay, so this is how we wrap it. Okay, so I mean, this is how we roll it. Okay, so this is the time where we need our plastic wrap. Okay. Okay, now after rolling our chicken, now we are ready to wrap it. So again, I will put butter around. Okay, so that also the outside portion will taste delicious or tasty. Okay, but it's basically up to you again. Okay, so I will add more pepper, just a little. Okay, and then I'll just add a little salt, and we're ready to wrap. Okay, so so after putting all the butter and the pepper, we're now going to wrap our meat. So we use a plastic wrap. Other use just toothpick. But for me, I would use plastic wrap para na it would be more compact inside. Okay, so I will wrap it with the plastic wrapper. Okay. Okay, here. So just roll it and make sure it's tight. So to make sure it's tight, we are going to like tie both ends. Okay, tie both ends. It's basically like same like cooking the longanisa and embutido. Okay, so I will roll it and tie it here. Okay, so the other side will just help to make it more compact. So here I tie it. So medyo maluwag pa siya. So what we're gonna do is we're going to push it from the other side so it will be more compact. And make sure you tie it tightly. Okay, so roll it. Okay, so this is not a really perfect cordon bleu, but it's just a way of doing it. So I know you'll be more perfect in doing it than I am, but yeah. Okay, so we have here, it's wrapped already. Make sure it is like tightly packed, so that after you put this in the fridge, then it will be easier to cook. So I will freeze it for like half an hour before cooking it. Okay, I'll put it in the fridge. Okay, so this is our meat for the cordon later. So freeze it and it will be ready in 30 minutes. Okay, so we are now ready for our breadcrumbs and stuff like that. So na refrigerate na natin to for like 20 minutes. So now we need our flour, we need our egg, beaten egg, and we have our breadcrumbs. So we just put a little, a little salt sa flour natin. So it's just like would have flavor. Also with our breadcrumbs. And we put a little pepper. And we'll just mix it. Now just to add flavor. Okay. So we're going to mix them up. Okay, so mind you, my cordon is not perfect, but I know you could do more to modify it, okay? Just for beginners. Okay, so we have now our, the one that we refrigerated, so we're going to cut both ends. So mas madaling palabasin. So here, so it's more compact now than the first time we have it. So we're going to open it. Okay, so we have here the opening. I hope naging compact siya. Okay, so here we go. here we are. So make sure you wash your hands before doing all this. So first of all, we're going to add flour around it. Okay, so I don't have much flour, so medyo tipid-tipid yung flour ko. But yeah, I only have 3 anyway. So you're going to roll it with flour. So makikita mo na it's not perfectly wrapped because the cheese, it reveals itself. But okay, practice makes perfect. So this is the 4th time that I did this. Siguro after 100 times na perfect ko na rin to. Okay, so you put flour on all sides. Okay, then after you put flour, you're going to like put a egg. Okay, so we're going to put our egg now so that para kumapit yung, actually you have to roll it in there. Okay, so just roll it in. Okay, roll it in. So ito, niro-roll ko yung cordon inside the beaten chicken. Okay? Okay, so after we do that, so we have already the egg around it. So we're going to put it in the breadcrumbs. Okay? So here. Cover it with crumbs. Okay? So make sure you cover it. So the egg will help the crumbs to stick on the chicken. Okay? To the chicken. And make sure you cover it with crumbs, with bread crumbs. Okay? So after this, you set it aside and then you're ready to cook it. Okay? So that's it. That's the only thing you need. Okay? So make sure na kumapit lahat ng crumbs. Okay? And then now you have this. Okay? So as you see, it's not perfect, but ready na. Okay, so sorry for the messy na paggawa nito, but it's the taste that counts. Okay, so here we have already ready to cook cordon bleu. Okay, so ready to cook na po siya. Okay, so we're ready to cook. Pinainit na natin yung oil natin. And there it goes. Make sure your fire is not too hot kasi madali siyang masunog because of the breadcrumbs. Okay, so wag lang masyadong mainit ang fire para hindi siya madaling masunog.